This learning object is a production of Abu Dhabi Men's College, Center of Excellence for ICT and Learning Technology.
The Diploma Foundation Speaking Exams. These speaking exams are things that you're probably not familiar with and you've never done before, but they will be the type of exams you will take throughout your career here at HCT. I know you're all a bit nervous for it and about it, so this podcast is to give you some ideas of how to really prepare for the speaking exam. How does one do that? Is it by sitting around and reading the newspaper? No, of course not. It's by practicing and being familiar with the format of the exam, so in the end you are very comfortable when you get in there to face the teachers. Having said that, I think the most important thing is knowing the format of the exam. The exam is broken into 3 sections. The first section, part 1 of the exam, is really the teacher asking you personal questions. It will be questions such as personal information, what is your name, your age, where are you from? They may ask you questions about your family, questions about what you do during the day, your hobbies, your leisure activities. The key for this exam, or this part of the exam, is to be able to respond to the teacher's questions in full sentences and to ask for clarification. It's okay if you don't understand. Key to this part of the exam is to relax and answer the questions that the teacher has asked you. Make sure you answer in a full sentence. If you don't understand, it's okay to ask for clarification. Simply say phrases such as, "I'm sorry, I don't understand," or "Could you repeat?" At this point, I would like you to have a look at 2 students in part 1 of the speaking exam, which will give you a better idea. Tell me, what do you do in your free time?
In free time, I go out the house with my friend and visit my relative. Sometimes go to do exercise, to go to swim.
Okay. So, do you like swimming?
Yes.
Is that your favorite sport?
No, football.
Football.
Yes.
Why do you like football?
Mm,
And not
it is funny and exciting, the sport.
Okay. Who is the best football player in the UAE?
UAE. Ismail Matar.
Why?
Because I like this. Because he play in the Al Wahda club and I like the Al Wahda club. So he is the best.
Okay. In part 2 of the speaking exam, the teacher will not be talking with you any longer. You will be talking with your partner. In this section, you and your partner will be making plans or discussing activities together without the teacher's interference. That means the 2 of you really need to carry on the conversation yourselves without any help from the teacher. In part 2, you might be given a scenario such as this. Your teacher's leaving the college and you want to buy a gift for her together. You'll be given some pictures like the ones you see on the screen. And you need to talk about all these items and decide what to buy for your teacher. The key for this part of the exam is to keep talking. You need to speak for at least 4 minutes at this section of the examination. And if you only discuss one picture, that's certainly not going to be 4 minutes. The most important part for this is, the advice I can give you, is that the stronger of the 2 speakers should really begin this part of the exam. He or she should identify the first picture that they want to discuss and make a suggestion. And then the partner would then agree or disagree. Of course, if you need to speak for 4 minutes, you naturally must disagree with your partner, so there is some sort of discussion. Let's have a look at what I'm referring to. For part 2, I would like you to talk together. I'm going to give you a card which will tell you what to talk about. you would like to watch something together. Decide what kind of movie or program you would like to watch and say why.
Okay.
Okay, do you have any questions?
No, thanks.
No?
Okay, Tarish, if we have a free time or chance to do something like watch any program, what you prefer to watch?
Actually, I prefer to watch talk shows or see the news.
Why it's you prefer talk shows?
They put many subjects in the talk show. They can talk with the movie stars and talk about the problems in the world and solve it.
It's nice. I agree with you about this one.
And
how
the
about-
news, you can see they tell us about the problems in the world.
And
Yeah.
it's for our country. You can
and
know about our country.
many other countries also.
Yes.
What about you?
I prefer to watch outside a movie.
In the
Movies.
cinema.
Yeah, in the cinema.
Which kind of movies do you like?
I like comedy movies and action and drama.
Okay. Which your favorite movie stars?
My favorite, like Godfather and Rock and what's else?
Final part of the exam is part 3. Again, you and your partner will be speaking together. Normally, this section, the teacher will ask you to talk about something related to part 2. So, for example, if in part 2 you talked about planning a trip or someone coming to visit you on a holiday, in this section they may ask you to talk about a holiday you recently came back from, perhaps the last summer holiday, or they may ask you to talk about a trip that you might be taking in the future. Again, you and your partner will need to talk about this together, and it's often difficult to do so. So in this section, the key would be, again, for the stronger speaker to start and to disagree. But how do we disagree? You cannot, it's not polite at least to say, no, you're wrong. It's better to use phrases such as, I agree with you, but in my opinion, it's better to, or you're right, but perhaps we should go to another place. Let's have a look at the video and have a little look at what the students do here, and you'll be able to see a bit better of what I'm talking about. Part 3, the last part of the exam, the final part, I would like you to talk about a place that you would like to visit, a country.
In our country or outside?
Outside.
Outside,
that you
yeah.
would like to visit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any? What country would you like to visit?
I like to visit Turkey
Okay, why?
because there is different things from here to there, different culture, different everything, and it's nice. There is good guys there. I went before one time, and it was very nice.
Tell me about Turkey. Maybe I will go there if I like it.
Okay, you will see, you will look new fashion there. You will find a new fashion. You will see a history things for
Nice.
for
That's I like.
yeah. And there is shops.
lot of things?
Yeah, shops. A lot of shops.
How about the weather?
The weather is different from here to there. Here it's too hot,
Yeah, it's too hot.
okay, and there it's cold.
Well, the key to the speaking exams here at HCT in the diploma program is to remain relaxed, to have fun, and to keep talking. It's okay to ask for clarification to your partner or to the teacher. Again, I can only encourage you to not immediately agree on one subject, to disagree with each other, at least so you can have a conversation going. And a bit of humor never hurts. If you can make each other laugh and the teacher laugh, that's all the better.